They are not lying about Vegas being dead, y'all. I'm a waitress on the Strip, and last year around this time, I made like 300 to 500 a day in tips. And today, I just walked home with $124.
You telling me that Las Vegas has all the lights on in the house and nobody's home? Somebody said that. Somebody said when a recession starts happening, one of the first things that people stop doing is traveling. I don't know who said it, but somebody said it. Listen, guys, it's no surprise. If you've been reading the news, you have seen that Vegas tourism has fallen off of a cliff. And it's hurting them. It's hurting Vegas and all the companies, all the casinos and hotels, the waitresses and the valet. Everybody's hurting. Help me! Help me! But guess what? It's a good economy. You go into the news and they'll tell you everything's okay. Don't panic. It's seasonal. But we're going to jump into it, guys. We're going to jump into it. You need to watch this video. Now, listen, I'm going to put the disclaimer out there. In this video, I understand some people are going to get mad. The loyalists, maybe some of these companies, even these aggressive waitresses and valet that tell you you have to tip, even in a down recession. Listen, but my name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And listen, I have a newsletter, and you know the deal. You know the deal. It's free. How can you beat free? You cannot. And also, if you need any type of financing that deals with commercial properties or investment properties, I am your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. That information is in the pinned comment and the description. Guys, let's jump straight into it. It's no secret, if you've been watching this channel, you know I've been saying over and over and over and over and over and over again that the housing market, the economy, jobs, everything associated with money is changing.
I changed a lot.
Things are changing, and not in a good way. Remember, things continue to go higher and higher and higher. Wages stay lower and lower and lower.
It's really unfair. It's really unfair.
And when you have that going on, and everybody's telling you everything's okay, but you have to pay $20 for ragu sauce, something's wrong.
Something ain't right.
But unfortunately, for individuals who do not believe anything is happening with the economy, that believe everything that the media is telling, believe everything that the politicians tell them, even though they see things with their own eyes, yeah, those people, they're shocked. They're surprised. They're saying, what? You're telling me Sin City? Sin City, the place where people go away and give their money. They don't want to come here and give their money away to us? Those people are hurting. Everybody nationwide is hurting. But let me guess what? Somebody is like, Orlando, you know, I was just in Vegas. And it looks great to me. Everything was good. I just spoke to my friend and my neighbor the other day. He said, Vegas is going to have the best year ever. Well, let me just roll the footage.
Hi, Brian and Ellen. Well, experts say fewer people are coming to Las Vegas, and that largely has to do with money. But international visitors are also down, specifically from Canada and Mexico. But experts say Las Vegas relies a lot on their tourism, so it is hitting this city hard. And Las Vegas welcomed nearly 400,000 fewer visitors this June. That's compared to the same time last year. That's an 11% drop, the first double-digit decline since 2021. And it's not just tourists, convention traffic. A major moneymaker here is also down. Those big conferences and expos bring in high-spending visitors, and the cost of visiting adds up fast. Between resort fees and service charges, vacationing here can be more expensive. Even the city's airport is feeling the impact, with passenger traffic falling more than 6% last month.
Did you hear that, guys? Listen, we're not gonna scan past that. We're gonna talk about these numbers. It is down 11.3%. Let's say that again. 11.3%. But listen, we don't even need the percentages don't mean anything to most people. Let's get into the numbers. Do you know what 11.3% means dollar-wise? This is the reason why this is such big news. This is the reason why people are like, well, something has to be done. That's the reason why you see all the people aggressively coming out saying, oh, Vegas is too expensive. And why aren't you guys tipping us more? All these things. The reason why they're saying that, 11.3% represents almost $10 billion.
God damn!
Let me say it again. Let me make sure. I got to look at my notes here. Okay. Yep. $10 billion. $10 billion. That's no chump change. That's no chump. See, that is the reason. Again, like I've said before, it always comes down to money. It always comes down to money. This is the reason why you're hearing corporations say, no more comps. We're raising prices. That flight and hotel, no more deals. That's the reason why. They're losing too much money. But listen, listen, I know a lot of people don't believe it. A lot of people don't believe me. They're like, Orlando, listen. The economy's doing great. The economy's doing great. We're not going to go into a recession. Las Vegas is definitely not a hub for a recession. I mean, the industry in itself of Vegas is pretty much all discretionary income, right? That's what Vegas is. Discretionary income to spend there. But if you don't have any discretionary income, if you don't have that, you're not coming to Vegas. And that's what we're seeing.
We're in a different era. Get over it.
But let me guess. I can hear the people in the back. I can hear you. You're saying, Orlando, Vegas is not dead. It's just on it just had a bad weekend. Well, let's hear from some people who are actually there, who live there, and let's see what they say.
So, as somebody who's worked on the Las Vegas Strip for the last few years, I have never ever in my life seen it as dead as it is today. Look at this. Like, there's nobody here. I really do get it because people don't want to travel here from out of the country for obvious reasons. And then also people who live here can't even afford anything. Like, I get it. Why is it $12 for a cup of coffee? What is happening?
$12 for a cup of coffee. Listen, let's just put this out there. I know you guys were used to going to Vegas and saying, listen, we're going to kill it. We're going to kill that buffet.
Let's go to Vegas.
It is Dollar Crab Night Tuesday. Those days where you can go to Vegas and people be like, I can get steak and eggs for 50 cents. It's out of here. Those days where you could go to a buffet and quote unquote have 5-star meals for $5. It's out of here.
No.
No?
No more.
And let me tell you what, those days will never come back.
Wait, what?
You know why? Because these corporations, once they figure out, and it comes back around to everybody being happy again, we're no longer in a recession. We get past the recession because there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is. Don't trust me. Trust me. Vegas will rebound. It will. The question is, will you? That's the question. These corporations are going to rebound. They are. But are you going to rebound? Are you going to think to yourself, man, what could I have done with that $30,000, $40,000? Or that $20,000? Or that $10,000 that I used to buy a brand new car, to go to Las Vegas and gamble it away?
Psych!
Go to Cancun, that luxury apartment I know I couldn't afford. See, the corporations, they're going to rebound because they're milking you. Because we know what's coming next, right? If a corporation, if casinos, if businesses are losing $10 billion, what's next? We should know the answer to this question. We should know the answer to this. Employees, they're gone.
You're fired.
I know some people are like, Orlando, not my casino. MGM would never. They tell me I park cars really well. They told me I'm the best caterer, waitress, service provider. They're telling me I'm the best. There's no way they'll let me go.
Come on, man!
What about if they lost $10 billion? Listen, I don't want nobody to lose their job. I hope you make all the money you can. I hope you can keep your job for 50 years if you want to. But the evidence is right in front of you and you're ignoring it. You're ignoring it because you believe your companies. You believe that your company will do everything in their power to keep you. When in reality, they're going to do everything in their power not to keep you.
Don't be a fool!
And let me tell you what. Do you know how I know when something is really going bad in an area, especially in an area that deals with a lot of tourism? You know how I know? Bartenders, valet, anybody who lives off of tips, they start complaining that you guys are awful people because you're not tipping. When I turn around that iPad, listen, when I turn around that iPad and I didn't do anything, you better give me 25%.
Money, please. My money.
I know I didn't speak to you. I know I didn't do anything. I just turned around the iPad, but I deserve 25%. Listen, if you watched my videos previously, you know how I feel about tipping.
Get out of here!
And trust me, these guys are on social media complaining, saying, you better tip. And if you don't tip, well, you'll see.
All right, I live in Las Vegas, right? And if you live here and you know about gambling and tipping and all that, then you're going to relate to the story. I was just in a convenience store and I was standing in line waiting to purchase my drink when I witnessed a guy hit for $850, right? And the cashier counted out his money, and after she counted it all out, he picked it up and just walked away. And I shook my head and I just couldn't believe it. In fact, I actually went to his car outside and said, so you're not going to tip her? You're really not going to tip her? That's bad karma.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, are you sure about that? I mean, listen, maybe I don't know Las Vegas culture. Maybe this is gambling etiquette. I don't know. I'm not a gambler. I think it's a waste of money, but that's neither here or there. You probably shouldn't be chasing people for a tip that isn't yours. You probably should chase anyone for a tip, period. Make it make sense. I understand. I get it. You make your money from tips. I get it. I understand. But here is the question. I'm asking for a friend. Do you have the same energy when MGM says, we're no longer going to pay you X amount of dollars and we're going to charge the customer? We're going to charge the customer for valet. We're going to charge the customer extra. Do you have the same energy when the corporation that you work for says, yeah, we're gonna knock your pay down, or we're not gonna give you a raise. We're gonna continue giving you a non-livable wage. We're gonna continue to do that. And you're gonna chase down a customer? Why don't you have the same energy for your company that pays you nothing? Why don't you say, I'm not gonna work at a place that says you're on your own?
Wow.
I mean, just make it make sense to me. Listen, put it in the comment section. Maybe I'm missing something. If I am, listen, I'm wrong about it. But it just doesn't make sense to me that you wouldn't have that same energy. Because a lot of these valet, waitresses, waiters, busboys, whatever in the service industry individuals who make money on tips, they are really aggressive. And they're not blaming. And they're not blaming the corporation.
Yeah, I know, I heard that. That's corny.
When you don't do that, when you don't tip, then your karma gets bad, and then that's when you don't win any money for a long time. That's what happens. And also, it's rude as bro. It's just rude. When you win money, I don't know. It's just common sense in my book to always tip. You know, like if I would have won $850, I would have given her a $40 tip. Straight up. People that don't tip when they win money you guys are scarecrows, and you guys are people. Sorry, but it is.
Listen, guys, I didn't say it. She did. She said, you guys are are bad people, scarecrows. You guys are scarecrows because in a bad economy, even though you have no money too, we're all in the same economy. Even though you're losing money too, it's hard for you to get by. You need to give your money away to her.
What?
And then say to the person, hey, I know I won this game by luck, but you need to give me some money. You won this game by luck. I know you won it. I know it was a slot machine. You know, it's computerized. I had nothing to do with this. But please give me my share. Maybe this is some gambling culture. Maybe this is, you know, something that I just don't understand because the numbers and the etiquette and the common sense, it just doesn't make sense to me. When you start seeing and hearing stories like this and people are saying, you better tip, you guys are the worst. Here's another one.
There's people in Vegas that don't tip. Like, no shade, but shade given, because it's like, you know that we live in an industry city and you still go out and don't tip? Interesting. Karma's a bitch.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
But let me flip that. You know that you live in an industry that doesn't pay you, but yet you said, shackle me to the low wages. Don't pay me anything. I'll do it today. No healthcare? I'll sign up. $2, $1, no dollar? I'm over here. And listen, guys, there's thousands of these videos. Thousands of videos of people who in the service industry in Las Vegas telling you Vegas is losing a lot of money and the economy is just falling here. It's so slow. It's never been this bad. How did we get here? I'm gonna lose my job if you don't come here and tip me. How can I survive working at this place making no money if you don't tip me? That's what they're saying. When the evidence is right in front of you, that if you have to do that, you're gonna be the first one on the chopping block. Venetian isn't gonna care. The Flamingo isn't gonna care. They're not. The Palms isn't gonna care. None of these places, if they're still there, none of these places will care when they lay you off.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you something.
We don't care.
But even though I'm giving this post-warning, a lot of people are going to still send me emails, DMs, and tell me, Orlando, you're wrong. Yeah, Vegas is losing money. Vegas is slowing down. Yes, Vegas housing market is a wreck. Yes, they are laying off individuals. Companies are raising prices. Companies are paying us less. But the reason is, it's because people like you, Orlando, that are spreading these lies or these numbers about and using math and using common sense and scaring people and making people not come here. You are the problem.
Stop it. Get some help.
So I would say to that person, who's raising the prices? Who's making it more expensive to buy a bottle of water? Who's making it more expensive for the hotel rooms? Who's making the flights more expensive? Who's making those buffets expensive? Oh, it's not the customer? Oh, it's that company you work for. Oh. Who would have known?
Shut up! Shut up!
$10 bottles of water, $50 parking fees, $25 to valet. Corporations are killing the golden goose that is Vegas. I do Uber, and all I hear from my passengers all the time is how they used to come here all the time because it was a great place to come. You got to do things, you got to eat well, you got to gamble. And now they're thinking this might be their last time to Vegas because they can't afford it anymore. We have become so expensive. And I'm telling you all now, save your ducats. If you're coming to Vegas, save your ducats, because little things like if you accidentally move something in the in-room refrigerator, you will be charged for it automatically. So if you go and you buy a sandwich and then you go to put it in the fridge and you have to move something out of the way, you're getting charged $15 or whatever the price was of that. So a water now is like $10 minimum on the strip. There's no reason for that. And yeah, you can go to Walgreens, you can go to CVS, but why? Why are they gouging you? Eventually, no one's gonna wanna come here. The poor valet drivers the valet workers, they used to make tips. They used to make good money. Now the hotels are charging like a minimum of $15 to have your car valeted.
But the question is, are they blaming the company? Again, I'm just saying, keep the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Keep the same energy. Are they blaming that corporation? I mean, based on what we saw, based on the videos that we watched previously, we know the answer to that. And here's the thing. Everybody knows everybody doesn't have it. Everybody knows that everybody doesn't have it. But yet, everybody's trying to squeeze you. $10, like the gentleman said, for a bottle of water. $15 for some M&Ms.
This is literally crazy. Are you people insane?
Look, these casinos would love nothing more for you to go down to Vegas, spend all your money on expensive food, expensive hotels, go to sports gambling, and go ahead and put $2,000 on the Cowboys to win the Super Bowl. I mean, they want you to do that. They're going to go ahead and hit you with, hey, listen, you go ahead and put it on the team. Shoot, you put $1,000 down, you may win $50,000 off of that, especially if the Cowboys win.
Well, what do you do when you pay $15 to have your car valeted? What don't you do? You don't tip. Why would you tip when you just spent $15 to have the guy drive your car and go park it? It doesn't make sense. Whereas before, the valet drivers used to get $20 in a tip for each car. That's a career. You know, you can build a family with that. It goes back to the whole destroying of the middle class. Now, you can't do that. You have to work 2 jobs. You have to work double shifts. You have to work split shift, whatever. It's ridiculous. The corporations are killing Vegas. They don't do any comps anymore. So let's say you get bad service. You would go to the front desk. You'd be like, yo, I'm not happy with this. And you would get a comp. They'd hand you like something. Go have a steak. Here's this ticket to a show. We're so sorry. Now it's like, oh, well, what?
What do you expect? It's a corporation. See, this is the issue and the problem that I see all the time. People believe that corporations and companies do good things just because they want to do good. Let me say that again. People believe that corporations are comping, giving you $300 event tickets just because there was a bad customer service situation, because they are good.
Sure.
Let me tell you what. Let me just give you a heads up. They don't care about you.
Fact.
They have done tons of research. They have done tons of studies. They have found out that if you give someone a comp or you give someone a free steak dinner, that you will go ahead and spend all the rest of your money with them. That $300 ticket that they gave you or that comp $15, $20 steak that they gave you, they're going to make that back tenfold. The house always wins. And see, now that they see,
We've lost $10 billion. Yeah, no more comps. No more steak dinners. We don't care about your customer service. Your bad customer service experience. We don't care. We just lost $10 billion and we need to make that up. So, yeah, it's $15 bottles of water. That steak that we comped you, yeah, that's going up to $50 now. Oh, those buffets that you guys were so happy about, those are now $80 each.
and they will continue to do that until they realize you won't pay it. Listen, they will even set traps for you and say, we weren't going to rent these rooms anyway. So how about we give you a good deal in this room and you spend 40, 50, 60, 70, maybe $100 a night on this room. But guess what? Guess what? Everything else is marked up double, triple. We're going to kill them.
What do? You get another brilliant idea.
Because they're going to make up that money that they lost. The $10 billion, they're going to get it some way or another. So while you're watching this video, and you are literally planning to go to Vegas, or you're planning to go to Cancun, or you're looking to take that cruise to Hawaii and spend the last dollar you had, knowing you can't afford it, hopefully you'll get off of that Expedia page and start saving your money. And start getting your credit together. Start putting yourself in a position to where, I know this sounds crazy, budget. Listen, I'm going to give you another tip. It's going to sound crazy. It's going to sound crazy. When I say this, you're going to be like, what? When you get all of your bills together? When you budget, you can take more trips. Guess what? I'm going to blow your mind. When you get back you won't be in a hole you can't get out of. You won't come back home to your home that you live in, your domain, in a hole you can't get out of. How crazy is it to spend money on these trips, come back home to an eviction notice on your door? It's crazy, right? Instead of paying your rent or instead of paying your mortgage, you went to Las Vegas. I know it sounds crazy. You're thinking Orlando, nobody's doing that. Where have you been? You know I've shown you tons of videos. But anyway, guys, listen. I could keep talking about this over and over again. I love this stuff. You guys know this. But listen, it's going to get worse before it gets better. I said this years ago, guys. Years ago. And it's not a situation where I'm trying to scare people or anything like that. The point is I just want you to be ready. I just want you to be prepared because a recession is already here. If you don't see the signs, then you're just going to be lost in the sauce when it comes. You're going to be the individual that says, what? I heard somebody talking about that, but I just didn't think it was going to happen. But anyway, guys, if you like videos like this, you like content like this, please join my Patreon. I do exclusive videos over there. You will love it. And as always, you won't get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get you into your first rental property. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.